Yo, what's up, guys? So I'm back. We're starting a new season. Before I get started, I gotta apologize for not posting sooner, but I stayed up late last night watching the Mets game, and I just didn't get a chance to do a video. So by the time this video gets posted, some of the games might be over or whatever, because I'm doing this early Sunday morning before the games actually start. But I'm gonna make my picks anyway, and we'll see how they shake out throughout the day. I had to stay up though and watch that Mets game because it's a huge series. The Mets are on their way. They won last night. Matt Harvey was pitching lights out. I mean, the first 5 innings he just mowed through everybody. Then he got in a little bit of trouble when he hit the batter, and then they gave up a run. And the Cubs did hit a lot of sharp balls. Just luckily they were hitting them right at people, so they were catching them. And the Cubs sent the runner from second. They waved him home. Why you would do that, I don't know, but Cespedes threw him out, so that took a run off the board. And then Harvey wound up getting hit by a ball, but he made the play anyway and got out of trouble there. So they're on their way. If they can win tonight, they're putting the Cubs in a big hole, because the Cubs are gonna have to win 3 straight games at home if they have a chance to win the series at that point. That's if the Mets win tonight. If they don't, then the series is even and anything can happen. But we'll see that as it goes on. As far as this week goes in the NFL, I'll start with the Thursday night game. You had the Falcons at the Saints, and I've been saying this all year, that the Falcons are a shaky 5-0 team. They could have lost to the Redskins if Kirk Cousins doesn't throw that interception. I know it wasn't Cousins' fault. His receiver fell down, but those are plays that just seem to find Kirk Cousins somehow. The bad play, you just can't seem to avoid him for whatever reason. It's not all him. And then the Redskins did play well, but they just, the Falcons came back with that pick six in overtime. Crazy overtime games last week. I know this guy just quit, but I'm gonna just try and get into the next game real fast and see if we can do another one. while we're waiting, the next game you got the Bengals and the Bills. The Bengals, they had a huge win last week against Seattle. They were down 17 points. And they came back to win that game in overtime, another overtime game. And, beat the Bills. The Bills are kind of in a little bit of a tough spot right now because Tyrod Taylor's not playing. I don't think Sammy Watkins is playing. You got E.J. Manuel starting, and the Bills are just undisciplined as all can be. Too many penalties. I'm looking for the Bengals to go 6-0, and if they do, they're in a really commanding, dominating position right now to go, lock up a playoff spot early. Then you got the Browns and Denver. Denver's 5-0, but they're also a shaky 5-0. Their defense has been carrying them. Peyton Manning's not playing like Peyton Manning. Part of that's because of his age, and part of that's because the coaching staff is trying to have him run a different kind of offense, and that's just not what you can't ask your 39-year-old Hall of Fame quarterback to run a different kind of offense at this stage of his career. You should just let him go out there and beat Peyton Manning. I know the Browns, McCown put up big numbers last week, but I don't see him doing that against Denver's defense. Now, I know DeMarcus Ware's not playing, but I still think they have enough on defense to beat the Browns. And, Johnny Manziel, this guy comes into the league, and he's got all this promise and all this hope, and he's flashing the money sign and all this, and his teammates are calling him out, and he winds up going into a rehab facility last year. You think he's going to come back this year and be okay, and what does he do? He gets into a domestic dispute of some sort, and he admitted to the police that alcohol was involved. So the Browns are just a mess. Look for Denver to go 6-0. Then you got the Bears and the Lions. Bears won 2 straight games. That game against the Chiefs, Cutler throws a touchdown pass on a broken play, snaps the ball. The ball falls down. He picks it up and throws it for a touchdown to beat the Chiefs. And the Chiefs messed up in that game. because they had all their timeouts, and the Bears are driving down the field, and the Chiefs weren't taking their timeouts to give themselves time to move the ball. Now I know they got down to where they could have tried a really long field goal attempt, but they kind of screwed up on the clock management on that, and that's been happening a lot all over the league with clock management this year. I don't know what it is, but these coaches and players got to pay more attention to what's going on and be more disciplined with what they're doing. Be more aware of what the situation they're in. The Lions, on the other hand, the Lions are just a complete mess. They got devastated by Seattle in that loss, and then the Cardinals come in and just absolutely destroy them to where Stafford actually got benched. They can't stop turning the ball. Give me that swat. Come on. They can't stop turning the ball over. Stafford's throwing picks. The running back keeps fumbling. I actually look for the Bears to win this game. The Lions are a better team. Don't get me wrong. They are a better team, but they're snake bitten right now, and they got a lot of talent, but they just can't stop turning the ball over. So until they get that corrected, they're not going anywhere, and they're not going to win many games. Their season's over anyway, which sucks for them because it's not even half over, and now they're just playing out the string, which is what the Bears were supposed to be doing. But if the Bears win, they get to 500, go 3-3. They might be able to make a little noise in their division. I'm not saying they're going to go playoffs or anything like that, but bad teams, they start winning, and winning breeds confidence. They could, want to put in a little run together. Who knows? Then you got the Texans at the Jaguars. Texans are a mess too. You got Clowney, Wilfork, Watt, Cushing. You got all this talent on defense, and none of these guys are showing up to play. Watt's not having any kind of good year. Wilfork, he's haven't heard anything about him. Clowney is not, just kicking on the field. You're not going to win games when your defense isn't showing up and you got quarterback problems. Jacksonville, Bortles is putting up big numbers. I think Jacksonville's going to win this game. I originally was going to pick the Titans, but I think with their quarterback problems and their defensive issues, I think Jacksonville can do enough to win this game. I'm sorry, I think the Jaguars can do enough to win this game. I'm sorry, Texans. I think Jacksonville can beat the Texans. I apologize, I'm getting a little distracted with this game here. I should have this guy stopped a couple of times. And of course, he's chewing up the entire first quarter on me because that's good. So look for Jacksonville to beat the Texans. Next game, you got the Chiefs and the Vikings. We just talked about the Chiefs. Bad clock management. Jamal Charles is out for the year, and that devastated them. They didn't recover from that. When that play happened and Jamal Charles got hurt, it's like it just took all the wind out of them, and they never recovered from it. They didn't take their timeouts, like I said, on that last drive, and let the Bears go down and beat them on a last-minute play. Vikings, on the other hand, they're 2-2. They do have talent. They got Adrian Peterson. You can never discount that. So I look for the Vikings to win that game and kind of put the Chiefs season, end the Chiefs season. Then you got the Dolphins and the Titans. The Dolphins have way too much talent to be 1-3. They got Sue. They got Tannehill. They got more talent than the Titans do, and they're 1-3. Philbin gets fired after that loss to the Jets in London. Now Dan Campbell steps in and takes over. Dan Campbell's a Parcells guy. He's a hard-nosed guy. He doesn't take any shit. He's going to push these players and make them act like professionals and go out there and put up an effort and see if they can win a game. And I do think talent-wise they are better. So I'm actually looking for the Dolphins to win that game and play with a little bit of nastiness to them. A little bit of an edge. Next game, you got the Redskins and the Jets. From a Giants fan's perspective, which I am, I'm rooting for the Jets, obviously. Redskins lost a heartbreaker to Atlanta in overtime with the pick six. We just talked about that. Jets are just too much of a they have too much defense. Man, I was trying to get that little bit of sideline, man, I would have been gone. But yeah, so I'm picking the Jets to win that game. Simply because their defense, and I think they have more weapons offensively with Decker and Marshall, and Chris Ivory playing like he's playing. So I think the Jets are going to win that game pretty easily, as a matter of fact. Now this is a good game, interesting game. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 43. You got the Cardinals and the Steelers. This is going to be Michael Vick's last start, by the way. Ben Roethlisberger was lobbying really hard to play this week, and they told him no. One more week. He could play if they want him to, but they're not. They don't want him to. They want to give him one more week just to be cautious, and make sure he's fully healed. So they're going to have him probably as an inactive, so he can't talk his way into the game, which is good. They're trying to protect him, which is smart. The Cardinals, on the other hand, got obviously a very opportunistic defense. They get a lot of turnovers. Got Carson Palmer playing well. And I said that at the beginning of the year. If Carson Palmer stays healthy, they're going to be a force. In the NFC. Fitzgerald's leading the league in touchdowns right now, which is a comeback for him from last year. We're only at 3 all year. I think he's got 4 or 5 this year so far. So I'm going to pick the Cardinals. Even though it's in Pittsburgh, I'm picking the Cardinals to win. I just think that they're a better team right now. And Vic, playing a quarterback, he's held the fort down, but they did lose to the Ravens. Now, granted, it was because of a kicker, missing a couple field goals and stuff like that, but I just think that the Cardinals are a much better team. Now you got the Panthers at the Seahawks. The Seahawks lost that game to the Bengals. They gave up a 17-point lead to lose the game in overtime. I thought that Seattle was going to win that game. I really did. And it looked like they were well on their way. The Bengals came out and took a 7-0 lead, and that was it for a long time. The Seahawks wound up putting up 24 straight points, take a 17-point lead, and the Bengals fought all the way back, so give them credit for that. The Panthers, on the other hand, are 4-0. They got a good defense. I think Kuechly's playing. I think Kuechly's back. I think he's going to play. Can you give me that pick, please? How many picks are going to have, or swats are they going to have me missing this game? Damn. So the Panthers, they got a good defense. Like I said, I think Kuechly's going to play again. You still have Thomas Davis. You got some guys there. Can you give me a sack? So they're not going to give me swats. They're not going to give me picks, and they're not going to give me sacks. So how the fuck do you expect me to stop a guy then if you're just going to keep giving him all this bullshit? Wow. Well, I'll tell you, it's rough sometimes, man. I got to be honest. I understand I started the season with a free win. The guy just quit the game. But, I'm playing solid defense right now, and I'm not getting shit. He's got a guy wide open. No? Okay. I mean, look at this. Back to Seattle and the Panthers. It's going to be a close game. It can go either way. I hate to say it. It's in Seattle. I think the Seahawks are going to win. I have to pick the Seahawks. They don't lose at home. And if they run the table at home, which they do have a tendency to do, they're going to make the playoffs. Regardless, they're 2-3 right now, but if they win all their home games, they're going to make the playoffs. Unfortunately, I hate Seattle, but I have to be fair, and I have to pick them to win. The next game, you got the Ravens and the Niners. It's kind of crazy that the Ravens are 1-4 because the way they have too much talent. They got a good quarterback and all that. But they're losing all these close games. They've had leads in every game this year in the fourth quarter, and they've lost 4 of those games, which is crazy to think about. The only game they won was the Steelers game, and they had to win in overtime. And like I said, that was because of a kicker missing some field goals. If it wasn't for that, they could be 0-5 right now. The Niners played better last week against the Giants. We saw that. I was actually at that game. It was a fun game to be at. So here, none of this drive that happened right here, this touchdown, none of this should have happened. I dropped a pick, couldn't get a fucking sack, and now he goes down and face catches me for a touchdown. None of that should have happened there. None of it. But, you know, EA Sports wants to keep fucking people in games. Complete bullshit. I hate when you're better than somebody and they just hang around because of bullshit breaks. God damn. I should have had a possession in that second quarter, and I should have scored a touchdown, or at least a field goal, or had a chance for it. Instead, I'm losing. Get the fuck out of here with bullshit, please. So I was at the Giants-Niners game. It was a lot of fun. A fan actually ran onto the field and got beat up by the cops. It was his own fault, too. It was his own fault anyway for running onto the field, but when they were taking him away, he wound up headbutting a cop. And you know damn well that once they got him through that tunnel and there was no cameras, you know they put some sticks to his ribs and smacked him around in the soup coolers. So that was fun to watch. Everyone was booing him. Wow. So okay. So we're not going to get the interceptions. We're not going to get the sacks. But this dirtbag is going to get the fucking pick six. And you guys laugh at me or whatever for saying that EA Sports doesn't keep people in games and doesn't give people breaks. This is the definition of it right there. No sacks, no swats, no user picks, but this guy's going to get the pick six. Can you suck my dick, please? Bullshit. Wow. Just do everything you can to just fucking keep people in games and fuck you out of wins. Unreal. I don't even think this guy's that good. He throws all these little bitch routes underneath and then face catches to score. Unfucking believable. Oh, god damn. So let me get back to this game. I'm trying to get through these fast because now I gotta focus on this game. I'm fucking pissed off right now. I drop a fucking ball. I understand it's in coverage, but he's throwing the coverage and fucking catching everything. The Niners are playing better. The Ravens are a desperate team right now. It's in San Francisco. Based off of this is strictly based off of what I saw at the Giants game, and the fact that they're at home. I'm picking the Niners to win. I just think that the Ravens got too many blown fourth quarter leads, and the Niners are playing better. I'm picking the Niners to win. Next game, you got the Chargers and the Packers. Come on, man. You got the Chargers and the Packers. Packers are 5-0. They're at home. The Chargers got too many issues on the offensive line, and Rivers is throwing a lot of picks. He's getting hurt a lot. Now we're playing Fag D because we're a scumbag. EA Sports wants to help you out, so we'll play Fag D on top of it because we're a fucking douchebag. Fuck, man. I'm looking for the Packers to win. Bottom line, Aaron Rodgers is too good at home. Chargers are not that good right now. I'm picking the Packers to win. Next game, you got the... oh, man, I wanted to break that tackle. So you know what's going to happen here? I'm going to score or kick a field goal, and this fucking guy's going to milk out the entire fucking clock on me from that point. It's bullshit. And then fucking Peyton's just going to overthrow a wide-open guy for a touchdown. It's just unbelievable how much bullshit that the EA Sports gives people sometimes. It really is. The last video I posted, I lost that game on a last-second play because the ball fucking morphed through 3 different players into Jordy Nelson's hands. Good, at least I got a free first down. Good thing I got a free first down because, again, he's going to get all the interceptions. Wow. I know I forced that pass, but still. You got to give me something here. The next game is the Patriots and the Colts. This game is going to be closer than people think. Andrew Luck is playing. I don't know how healthy he is, but he is going to play. Matt Hasselbeck did a good job. He held the fort down, won 2 games for them. I do think that the Patriots obviously are a better team. It's in New England. They got Brady still. They're a better team. No one can catch a ball. If I got to settle for a field goal here, 1st and goal from the 2, I'm going to be fucking pissed off. This guy's not even that good. Thank you. Got to resort to a faggot quarterback sneak to get a fucking touchdown. I think the Patriots and the Colts are going to be closer than people think. I do think the Patriots are obviously a better team, but defensively they're not that good. Dallas, even though they couldn't score, they did put up a lot of yards against them. And the Colts are going to be looking to, coming in there angry and trying to put some points on the board. With that being said, though, I think the Patriots are going to win. I understand it's in Indy and all that, but I think the Patriots are still just with Tom Brady, Belichick, Luck playing but not being 100%. I do think that the Patriots are going to win that game. So that's that for your Sunday night game. Then you got the Monday night game. Giants-Eagles. Beckham and Randall. Beckham's going to be a game-time decision. He's got the hamstring problem. Ruben Randall, same thing, hamstring problem. Ruben Randall's probable to play. Beckham is a game-time decision, so I don't know what's going to happen there. The Eagles obviously are playing a little bit better. They did beat the Saints, pretty handy too. They destroyed them, as a matter of fact. I don't know. It's in Philly. The Giants did have they did have that last-minute win against the Niners. Thank you. Finally get our interception. That way we can, get our lead back. Unreal. I do think that the Giants are a better team, but it all depends on their wide receivers right now and their injuries, because if Beckham and Randall don't play, or if they're not effective, they're not gonna do much on offense. They're gonna have to rely on Shane Vereen, Harris, Donnell, guys like that, which they can do. Don't get me wrong. I know they can put up numbers. When you have Eli Manning, you have a chance to win basically every game. I'm picking the Eagles, and I don't want to do that, but I have to based on the wide receivers things. If the receivers play and they are effective, then the Giants are going to win. If they do play and they're not effective, I think the Eagles are going to win. I hate to say it because I am a Giants fan and I fucking hate the Eagles more than you could ever possibly know in life. But I have to be honest. I have to be unbiased and impartial. And based on the injuries, that's it. Simply based on injuries, I have to pick the Eagles unless the receivers are effective. For no other reason than that. So for me, that's more of a coin toss game. If the receivers are good and they're healthy and effective, Giants are winning that game. If the receivers are playing and they're not effective and healthy, the Eagles are going to win that game. Because they can just play the run, and the Giants aren't a good running team anyway, and make all these other receivers, these unknown guys, beat them. So that's my picks for this week. I apologize for stuttering through it, but I'm trying to focus on this game. And I should be up big time in this game right now, but I'm just getting fucked over. Finally, we got our user pick. Maybe I can, finally put some distance away and put this game away. See what this guy's made of. If he actually knows how to score, or just throw underneath bitch routes and dick his way down the field, because that seems to be what he's good at. I mean, look at his completion percentage. He's 13 of 16. But it's all dump-off shit. All underneath bitch routes. I understand it's part of the game. I get it, and if it works, do it. But it doesn't really. You're not really showing me anything by doing this. Now, at least we got him in a position where he has to score a touchdown. So I don't necessarily think he's gonna play clock ball so much. He might play clock ball a little bit, but that's kind of a dangerous strategy if you do that. There you go, crossing patterns. That's all he's good. Like I said, that's all he's good for, is crossing patterns, underneath routes. He can't run the ball. I think he's got 25 yards rushing. And there we go. Now we're getting our picks, finally. See, that's when you run the risk. And then we'll get our pick 6 back and we'll match him. Thank you. Normally, see the way I do it, normally when you're playing all these underneath routes, okay, I'm going to bring my safeties down or my linebackers down, and I'm going to play the underneath routes. And if you keep doing it, I'm going to get it. Eventually, I'm going to get it. This guy shouldn't even be in this game. If it wasn't for EA Sports letting him hang around with all that bullshit in the first half, this game wouldn't even be close. But thankfully, good players find a way to win and you know, establish themselves. So that's where we're at now. I just want to now I want to make this guy work. And let's see. Let's see if he can put up a drive. See, now what he's doing now, see, he's going to go back to his face catching, and of course he's going to get it and get a touchdown. What I was about to say before this happened, players that generally throw underneath bitch routes like that, when they get into a position where they have to score fast, most of the time they can't do it. Now, granted, he just did, so that kind of is contradictory to what I was going to say. But I still believe in that. And he's going back to his crossing routes. Unfortunately, Watt's not fast enough to keep up with that. So we're back to a 3-point game. But I'm still in the driver's seat. If I can put up a touchdown here and not give up anything deep, this game is pretty much over. At least I hope so. But I shouldn't be in this position, like I said. Now I'm going to play a little bit of clock ball myself and make him have to stop me. I'll take 7 yards. No problem. Just keep getting first downs. That's my whole goal right now, just get first downs and put this game away. That was a nice gap penetration for him. He had to have blitzed there, I'm sure. And the reason I call them underneath bitch routes is because they're safe plays. And I understand you have to do it sometimes, but when that's basically what your whole offense is to keep running these little bullshit routes, and then face catch to score big, you're not very good. This is a big play right here. Yep, Fag D, of course. You saw what he did there, right? He grabbed his defensive end and pulled him out off into coverage and only rushed 2 guys. What a cunt. Yeah, see now we're in a good position. Just make him eat his timeouts. I have no problem with that. Just gotta pick up another. If I pick up another first down, game's over.
The Giants come out at a 2 tight end set. They hand it off to him again. Tackle down at the 42-yard line. No surprise, they immediately call the timeout.
From here right now, it would be a 59-yard field goal. But, unfortunately, a field goal doesn't help me because he got that 2-point conversion on me. And, oh my God. Where are you throwing the ball, Peyton Manning? Can you please answer me that? Can you please tell me where the fuck Peyton Manning was throwing that ball? Now I'm stuck on a defensive lineman, so he's going to throw underneath again. Oh, that's good. At least I made him suck up his timeout. Now I got to watch for two things here. I got to watch for the over-the-top play that he keeps hitting me with Benjamin. And I got to watch the underneath crossing routes. Can you make a play? At least attempt? Can you at least attempt to try and fucking swat the ball? Even if you don't swat it and he still catches it, at least make the effort to swat it. Can you do that for me, Randall? I mean, that would be just fantastic if you could just do that for me. Well, we'll fucking lose this game because broken sacks, fucking interceptions that I should have had in the first half, and, Peyton Manning overthrowing the guy way down the fucking field. Look at this. I said it before, I'm going to say it again. There's no way I should be in this position right now. No fucking way. I'm at the point now where I almost need him to score. Now I have to score a touchdown here because I got I'm down by 4. All because, like I said, he got that 2-point conversion, which that's part of the game. Whatever. I was actually waiting for a clipping penalty there too because they love to call that. Now I'm going 5 wide. Watch his defensive line. Watch for some fag D because I know that's coming. Come on, Moncrief. Good job. Good job. I wish I would have got out of bounds there, but at least we got a couple shots here. I have 2 shots, maybe 3. Maybe. Now, for anyone that watches this game, or is watching this game, like I said, EA Sports. Come on, Graham! There you go! There you go. Justice is served. Thank God. I don't like the face catch, but if I have to do it, if they're going to fucking screw me, I'm going to do whatever I can to screw them right back. This game should have been nowhere near what it is right now. But hey, like I said about the NFL, same thing applies here. A win's a win. You don't give none of them back. The right person won this game. So, hey, we got an easy one and we got a hard one. So, either way, we're in good shape. You guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Later.